Okay, I'm going to give a clap. Oh, I should do it in the microphone. Quiet! Hey, thanks for joining us here for another episode of Technical Difficulties. I'm your host, Pete. I got Vince to my right. I've got Brandon to my left. We are going to be talking about pet tech today. We might have a mailbag question at the end of this episode, but we're going to have a lot of fun. If you have pet tech comments, please leave those below. But we're talking pets today. Pets are our main topic. I have a dog. I've got a golden retriever named Haley. Brandon, you've got some pets?
Yep, so we had two dogs. Unfortunately, our corgi, Winston, has recently passed away, but this episode is in his memory. So yeah. We also have a great cat. His name is Richmond.
Richmond?
Yes.
I like the corgi. He was cute. He was a rescue too, right?
Yep. So nice. He was our COVID dog, actually. We got him March 2020, and then...
it's a great month. Birthday month.
Unfortunately, he passed away a month after his birthday. So
yeah, I think we kind of prolonged doing this episode just because it was too soon. Didn't need you over there crying.
I mean,
you
didn't want to have just puddles of tears over here. So it's been tough, but I appreciate the support from you guys and from others. We're getting through it day by day. We did a nice little legacy session for him, photos. So
nice.
We got those shared online.
Oh, that's cute.
Excellent.
Yeah. Let's just jump right into some questions, why don't we?
So first of all, what you've?
Oh yeah, so I got two Irish Wolfhounds, so they're very large dogs. They're about 150 pounds apiece, and then I have a Shih Tzu, a Shih Tzu poodle. I like to call it a shit poo, but that thing is about 15 pounds. So like on opposite ends of the spectrum, really tiny dog, and then two very, very large dogs.
And the big dogs have not eaten the small dog.
No, and
yet.
oddly enough, the smallest one is the oldest, and he is definitely the most dominant. The other two just don't mess with him, which is really hilarious to see.
So what tech are you using then to stay on top of the feeding? I mean, I imagine these dogs eat a lot.
Yeah, so we do, like when the puppy was little, one of them is only a year and a half old. She had puppy food, and so all the other dogs, or the other two dogs, just constantly wants to eat the puppy food because it's something new compared to the old stuff that they have. And so we ended up buying, it's called a Portion Pro RX, and it'll automatically set up feeding schedules for the puppy, and then it basically each of the dogs have an RFID sensor on their collar, and if the two older dogs decide they want to come over and eat the food from the puppy food, there's actually like a door that literally shuts on it. So if there's the puppy left food in the thing, it'll shut the door and the other dogs can't eat it. If she comes back as the puppy and wants to eat it, it'll automatically open up and let her go. So it works pretty cool. So that's like the one that I've used. I did a little bit of research before the episode. There are obviously like most popular one out there on Amazon right now is the Pet Libro. I think that's how you pronounce it. They have a bunch of different options. They can get kind of spendy, a couple $100. I think the biggest, Akara has one, and then obviously Pet Safe does too. Like, obviously,
we had the one from Pet Safe.
Yeah.
It worked really well. I like that you can do like the portion control and the timing, and then like hit the button to get them a little extra or whatever. We just had one with two dogs, and we weren't able to do that because they would like try to take from the other one.
Right.
So then we were using it for the cat. The problem is that like the dogs would hear that thing go and they would just go insane. Because they're like, we want to be fed too. So we stopped using that.
I think it just depends. Like for me, it's really hard to find like a pet or a food dispenser that's big enough that I use. Like obviously, like the size of the bin, is a huge consideration. Some have cameras on them too, smart enabled with apps, and they also have like some integration ones with Echoes and Google as well. But I feel like, and you get ones that even have like multiple bowls. So if you have like two dogs, it can dispense into two different bowls.
Would it dispense different types of food if you had different food?
Yeah, there's some that have like two different bin sizes. But again, I feel like those work really well for like cats and like smaller dogs. But big dogs, you just have a really, really hard time doing that. Or it could be like Reed, like on his channel, he uses his Akara one. I'm sure they sent it to him for testing, and he uses it for his kids. He puts Skittles in there. So
Oh yeah.
so when his kids do chores, he like activates it, so then it pumps out Skittles into the dog dish.
There you go.
So it has multiple purposes, you know.
Do they wear an RFID tag too?
I was gonna say, I don't think the Akara one doesn't need one. The nice part of the Akara one is it's it's Zigbee, so it's not just strictly Wi-Fi based. But
Nice.
yeah. Kind of like in tow with that too is like smart watering. There isn't like a ton of like smart watering stuff out there. I have one that's pet safe, and we use it. I've literally hooked it up underneath the sink, and so it has like a fresh water supply. So as they drink the water, it goes down, and then it has a float, and then it'll automatically refill.
Wow.
That's pretty next level. What are you doing to make sure there's no leaks?
Yeah. So then I set up some automations with that. I have actually a Zooz leak sensor, and then it'll basically, if it detects water on the floor because either like the dog broke the steel braided hose or something into the watering dish, it'll automatically just turn off all water to the whole house. So I could probably make it a little more specify where it's just that area, but right now I just have the flow by Moen in the basement, and I'm able to do an automation through Home Assistant for that. So works pretty good.
Nice. Go ahead.
No. The only other one that I've seen out there is it's called, and actually I really want to get it, but it's called a perpetual well, and it's actually one where it has a water feed coming in for fresh water, but then it also has a drain. The only downside to the one I have is that you have to clean it out because there's no drain for it to go out if food particles get in there, things like that. So we use basically like a wet vac to clean it out. But this one has a full-on drain that you can put in right into your plumbing system. So
yeah, dogs are like super sloppy. Yeah, the dog dish gets pretty gross pretty quick. So I can see how that would be an issue with it. With there's no drain
it's like
there.
a weekly thing.
Yeah.
So
my dog feeder and my dog water are my kids, obviously. but I do have an automation to let us know when the water dish is empty. So I had a video on that if you want to check out on my channel, using leak detectors in a unique fashion. So I have a leak detector actually in the bowl, so it sits just a little bit above where the water levels at its very lowest. So when it stops detecting water, it'll send a notification.
That works pretty good.
Yeah, it works pretty well.
And then you just have it set up for like an automation where it just alerts you that it's empty.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah. So actually, it's set to an audio notification via the Sonos speaker, because I don't want the notification. I want my kids to get the notification. Right.
You got to make sure they're home to hear it.
Yeah.
True. Well, if they're not home, then I'll have to.
You should just start sending, because you can through Home Assistant just start sending them like notifications through their phone. Like.
True. Well,
hey.
My one kid doesn't have a phone.
Oh, okay. Well, when he gets there.
I also don't want to learn Home Assistant, so that's the other downside about that. But the other thing, so it's a probe sensor, right? So it's just a magnet. I put a magnet on the back of the bowl, so just you flip it up, fill up the dish, and then you stick the back to the magnet, so it just works.
That works pretty good. The only other automation I have for pet food is, or like, because again, like I have like a container, like those pet safe containers that screw on, and you can fill, I don't know, probably like 100 pounds in there. Amazon has these, like those pressure sensors you can buy, and so when it gets light enough, it'll tell me that it needs to be refilled. So I need to order more food.
Oh, nice.
From Chewy.
With two big dogs, I feel like you got to be ordering food like all the time.
So I went and looked into it. I order 2 bags at a time, and it's every right around 2.5 weeks. So.
That's not too bad.
4 bags a month, but they're 50-pound bags.
Yeah.
So
we do the auto delivery through Amazon.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's every other month, but it's just a little guy now. So.
But yeah, and you can set those like same thing. Like if the weight thing, you can set up the auto delivery through Amazon with those too. It's like the same idea as like their buttons that they had at one time.
Yeah, they discontinued those. Those were great. They actually had that wand where you could like scan things too. So it was like, we're low on this, scan it and throw it away.
I felt like those pressure sensors where like if you take a bunch of stuff off, it'll automatically reorder things. I don't think they sell them anymore. I just have them from before. I should double check if they still have those or not.
Yeah,
so like
I don't think
the same thing you had done with you had said that you done like with your water softener in your basement. You could do like a brake beam. Like automation.
Oh yeah. So the water softener, I'm using a leak detector.
Oh, leak detector.
It just floats on top of this. I mean, it's like the easiest automation ever. You just set it literally on top of the salt, and it just, as it goes down, and once it gets down to the level of the
No,
the
well,
water.
there's no water in the dish, so we have to figure something else out. But.
Yeah. So, but it's that's pretty slick. But you have 2 big dogs, you said, and you feed them a lot. I don't know why you don't just let them. You have a big yard, right?
Yeah, I have about 2.5 acres.
Yeah, just let them forage. Just send them out
to find their own.
to find their own.
You know, you be careful what you wish for. The other day, Anna sent me a picture. She was getting into her car, and there was literally a deer head by her car that she. So the dog
just a head,
just the head. So I'm assuming they found it in the woods behind the house and brought it to.
Oh,
she's like I was terrified. I'm like, I'd be terrified too.
I imagine
just chewing on the antlers. Apparently,
I heard the antlers have special powers for.
They like them.
For,
I mean,
for male
libido,
if you will. Yes, I was trying to find the right word. Thank you.
Dog libido. You know, the funny part is it's probably
dogs.
It's probably my fault because when I order like dog treats, like those are the ones I order for, like dog bones, the antler ones.
Antlers.
They're sort of like, oh my gosh, look at this, it's in the wild,
right? So if you want to let your dogs out of the house, right?
Yeah.
You've got some special.
Yeah, that brings us to the next topic, like smart pet doors. There's a lot of them out there. The one that I use, and it's probably my favorite smart home device, just because it saves me a ton of time and anxiety and stress and everything. But we use the brand is called Auto Slide. They tend to be a little bit more expensive, but it actually is a motor unit that I mount on my sliding glass door, and it'll automatically open the sliding glass door when the dogs get close. So each of the dogs have an RFID sensor on their collar, and then there's a receiver box. If they get close enough to it, it'll automatically open the door for them, and they're able to go in and out whenever they want. So I never have to let my dogs out to go to the bathroom, or if they just want to go and chill on the patio furniture or whatever, they just get to go out.
That is awesome. I've seen the auto slide door at some shows, and I would love to try one out, man. Those things look.
They're a little
amazing.
bit spendy. Like with the pet kit, I think they're right around like $900. But
Oof.
But to be honest with you, like like you go out with friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go into dinner, and it was like, hey, I got to get going. Maybe they don't want to talk to you. That's why they're saying they got to go. But like. But they're like, I gotta go let the dog out, or he's been in the house all day. I gotta make sure he's gonna go to the bathroom or whatever. I never have to worry about that. I never have to let my dogs in and out.
That's us all the time. We're like, oh, we gotta go feed the boys. Gonna let them out.
Is that your out though? Is that your like
to
get out?
Little from column A, little from column B.
Sometimes you're disappointed. Sometimes you're not. All right, that makes sense.
What I like about your auto slider though is that like you can actually go out the door as a human. I tested one where I think it was like ways in, and it was like a bar, and it would only open a certain distance. You could like lift it up and then like open it the rest of the way, but like it only would open so far. So like the dogs could get out, and I'm a little bit chunky, so
I feel that
I couldn't quite shimmy through without like lifting the thing up. And honestly, our dogs aren't the smartest, so like they were. It didn't work for us. Let's just say that.
The nice part about the auto slide door is that it has different settings for humans than it does for dogs. So if the dog is coming up to the door, it'll only open. You can have it set where it only opens so far, so only like a dog can get to, and then it'll stay only open for a certain amount of time. But if it's somebody else like going through the door, it'll open all the way. So it's very cool.
Nice. So now do you have any automation set for the auto slide? Like, so it prevents it from opening at certain times of the day, or?
Yeah, so you have auto slide is almost like kind of an enclosed system. So you don't have any like integrations with like Echoes or Google or anything like that, or even Home Assistant. There is a hub where you're able to access it remotely. So I can use my phone to go ahead and open and close it. Mm-hmm. But automation wise, the only thing thing I have set up on it was just for weather. So I don't necessarily, I'm okay with them going out any time of day. You can set it up where if you only want them to go out during the day and you don't want them meandering the streets at night or something. But I have it set up where if like it's raining outside, I have a smart plug that will turn off the entire unit. And so if they're inside, they're trapped inside. And if they're outside, they're trapped outside until I can get home. I obviously don't want them come home and have like muddy paws all over the house because they've been going in and out for the last 2 hours while it's downpouring. Mm-hmm. So that's nice too, because then I don't have to worry about cleaning up and things like that.
But when you're not home, you just let the dogs go in and out as they please?
Yeah, they're just basically live their own lives. They're just roommates for me.
Okay. So if
they get watered automatically, they
love
get
it.
fed automatically. Like I don't have to do much. Just give them some pets.
I would have been much more excited about getting a dog if I had all these capabilities. But
Yeah.
we're getting there. That's cool. But if I want to rob your house, what
Yeah.
you're saying is all I need to do is lure the dog to the back door. With I can bring an antler. Hey, here's a deer head.
Like, here's a treat. I got a van. I got puppies and candy. No, you can actually, the door will automatically open like for you you don't have to have like, so if you're standing at the outside of the door and you want to get inside, all you have to do is give the door kind of a little shimmy and it'll automatically open the door all the way. Now, if I'm not home,
Right.
and I obviously have like Ring cameras that are on the outside where the patio is, so I can always see, get person detection, things like that. But I can remotely lock. The motor has a locking mechanism right on it, so it can prevent the door from being opened as well.
Okay.
So you can't rob my house. Not like there's much there to rob, but
There's a lot of tech, apparently.
Yeah, I'll just steal
if
your-
you
Maybe
watch
my
the
dogs.
last episode, you'll know how much
I
you
just
spent.
want to move into your house. I'll be a squatter. I'll kick you out.
There you go. So your roommates, they basically have free reign. What are you doing to keep them in the yard and from running away,
Yeah,
other
yeah.
than feeding them regularly to keep them happy? And
So we use they're called halo collars, and it's not in-ground fence or anything like that. It's just strictly based off GPS location and tracking. So I've been using halo collars since the beginning. I think their company's only like 4 or 5 years old. They I think they did, it was even on a Kickstarter, but they've continued to make huge improvements on it. It has it's Wi-Fi based, or it has Wi-Fi for LTE, and it has GPS. And it basically, in order to optimize your battery usage on these, it'll swap between each of the three things to save and conserve battery life. But it basically, in the app, the Halo app, you're able to create like a fence, like on a Google map, where you want your dogs to go and not go. And so the battery life on them is about 18 hours. And so they only use about an hour to charge back up, and then they just go right back on the dog. And that basically prevents them. It does have like a static feature where it will shock them if they go outside the perimeter area. But basically, once they kind of get used to that color, my dogs anyways, they don't really go to the edge. They're like, yeah, I'm not going to play with that anymore. Like, I know where I can go about, and so they don't have any issues with it anymore.
Right. But you do have to charge it every day.
Yeah, charge every day.
Wow. Okay, that's so. I've got a dumb invisible fence, if you will, right? The traditional wire in the ground type invisible fence, and that just has a 9-volt battery, and that lasts for
Yeah, because it's
months,
only
which-
activating when it gets to the
yeah.
sensor.
So, but it doesn't have any fancy features. If the dog runs into it and runs through it, right, then it'll shock it again when the dog comes back, tries to get back into the fence, and that can be a problem. And
Yeah, the Halo collar also has GPS tracking too. So, if it steps outside the fence or they go outside the fence area, it'll continue to shock them until they come back. And then once they cross the back over the line, it'll stop. And while it's doing that, it'll keep buzzing at them. Eventually it'll stop, but let's say they keep going or whatever. It has full LTE and GPS tracking, so it's pretty accurate. The nice part about even in the app too, it'll tell you like the last, up to the last 20 occurrences of them stepping outside the fence area and where that is. So like you can look at the map and be like, all right, like where's the problem?
it's the neighbor kids
Where's
over there, like
right,
enticing them over.
Here's some treats, yeah. So stuff like that too. They work really nice. There's other ones that are out there. You have like, like the spot on ones. Garmin also has some of the tracking or the containment ones, and obviously like the traditional ones as well. But
do your dog?
Yeah.
So it says it can track up to the last 20 times. Like we've had our thing I've had our dog for like 4 years now, I think,
Yeah.
and I don't think she's gotten out of the yard more than once in the last 3 of those years. Right? Is your dog trained well enough to stay within the fence, or does it still get out occasionally?
So earlier on,
Like, how good of a dog trainer are you? That's really
yeah,
important.
that's.
Are you?
I mean, the puppy had some issues up front where it would be like, there's someone like walking on the road. I want to go say hi. It's gonna be worth it. Like, I think it'll be worth it to get shocked a little bit because I just want to go and like say hello, but then I'll come back and then it's okay. So I've had like earlier on, she doesn't do it anymore, but like like on a regular basis where she would step outside for like 4 or 5 seconds and be like, all right, I've had enough. And like, we'll come back. The other dog wants nothing to do with it. Like for many, he's 5 years old now. He wants nothing to do with it at all. I never have any occurrences with him.
Does it have different settings, shock level?
Yeah,
settings?
and then the size of the prongs too. So
for the bigger
you go
dogs.
shorter or longer. You can even do it where it has, if you've trained them, you could even put like blanks in there. They're like little plastic screws, and so it doesn't actually do anything. It'll just buzz at them.
Yeah, I mean, our dog
vibrate.
Our dog doesn't even wear the collar anymore. She
just knows.
Just knows. Yeah.
The nice part about the Halo collars too, I'm not trying to sell them, but I can put a code in if you want to take a look at them.
We're not trying to sell these, but please buy one. Then I'll make money off
referral
this.
code. But they also have they're portable, so you can take them anywhere. So if I'm going to a friend's cabin, which we've done many times, and we've taken the dogs with us, you can change the fence area. So the new one or if I go to the cabin, I just make a perimeter around his cabin, and then the dogs just know once to put the collars on there. So
they learn the hard way.
No, it vibrates and it beeps at them, so they know before it even shocks. Like there's plenty of space between shocking.
So have you guys tested this yourselves? Like, have you put the collars on and?
I mean, I didn't put it on. I
didn't put it on my neck, but I've put it on my
wait,
arm
wait. You put it on your neck.
Yeah, man.
I just don't have as much hair as they do.
But if I'm gonna do this to my best friend, I got to be able to do it to myself.
All right.
So it was like a bark collar. But the funny part is that it hits you, and then you're like, oh, and then you make more noise, and you get hit again. And so I get it. I feel for them.
Did you?
So.
Okay. Did you strap it? Actually strap it tight, or you just hold it?
I had to hold it.
Okay, so you could drop it.
Because my neck is a little fat. My dog is also very small.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a little smaller.
A little combination, but yeah, I mean, I feel like you got to test it out.
You got to test it on your arm like a sane person.
I'm a huge DIY guy, and I've shocked myself. I don't even know how many times with the 110 volts on the thing. I feel like the 110 volts is worse than.
For sure. Are you really an amateur electrician until you zap yourself a couple of times? You're not even trying.
You're like, whoa, that's a little tingly.
Yeah, I learned the hard way when I was replacing my dishwasher that the dishwasher.
Yeah, it's live all the time.
Yeah, but we have a circuit that said dishwasher, and I flipped that off. Ooh. Guess what? That was not the dishwasher circuit.
So 110, is okay. I mean, obviously you don't want to hang on. 110's okay, but 220, that's nothing to mess around with. So
also amperage matters.
Yep,
amps matter.
Anyways,
so we did. So that's what I do for the yard containment stuff. And so I would, I would totally recommend them if you're looking for something like that. But yeah.
And so you're using the Halo. Have you tried the Fi, or do you use air tags at all?
So I put them in two different categories, like a containment, and then the other one I put health data, location tracking. Yeah. I wanted to just test it out on one of the dogs. The Whistle, there's a brand called Whistle. It has GPS tracking in it. There's a yearly subscription. I think it's $120. So I feel like that's kind of spendy for just this little collar. Mm-hmm. But then it gives you health data. It'll tell you when they eat or when they drink water, or how many miles they've ran, or how much activity they've done.
It's like a Fitbit,
how many calories they've
for
burned.
dogs.
Yeah, for dogs. And then it'll alert you if there is a disruption in their normal schedule, if they're not eating, not drinking.
Pretty easy to figure out, I think, without a Fitbit for my dog.
Agreed.
I mean, sometimes you just like the data, you can look at it, pretend you're looking at it, I care, I care enough to spend $200 on this.
I don't. I definitely don't care enough to spend $200 about what my dog is eating and not eating. If I could get it to track where the dog is pooping, so I could specifically send my kids to
that would be nice. We have a GPS poop locator. I like that idea. That's a good one.
We just have Winston was a poop eater. So now we don't have to worry about that anymore. We would have to pick it up right away. Now, I'm not as good about it, but the robot lawnmower just kind of plows through that, and it doesn't really chop it up, but it kind of more just mashes it down. It'd be sweet if they made one that would kind of vacuum it up or something.
I would say that's I would say that's probably someone needs to come up with an invention. Probably one of the guys that already has a robot mower. like just to be able to like go over it, like and pick it up and like put it in some bin or something.
Like that's got to be a Yarbo attachment.
Yeah. Seriously.
Okay,
The
I'll
Yarbo's
pass
gonna
that
have
off. I did sign up for their like it's called PPP program, so we'll see.
The peep, the poop,
It's
the
like-
pee, and
no,
the
it's like preferred person. You're really good at acronyms, I know. So
yes.
but basically like help them with development and stuff like that.
So
So,
like a
I'll make sure I
beta
bring that up.
program.
Yeah.
Or like a feedback loop for them.
Yeah. So
Nice.
they test their stuff and then tell them where they can make improvements on stuff. But that would be sweet though. That would be like my number top of list. Because right now the kids do it, and to be fair, they're not really that good at it. You know, they
No.
get done with like half the yard and then they're pinching each other with like the pooper scoopers and shoving in each other's
And you
faces.
got big dogs, so that's like
Yeah, that's like
it's like buckets, like
it's like
a
full on
garbage
like
can.
yeah, we use like the 5-gallon buckets. We have 2.5 acres too, though. You know, it's kind of like an Easter egg hunt. You know,
It's not a fun one.
we incentivize it. You know, like
Well, how much of that is
everybody has a
mowed?
bucket. You know,
How much of that is like
you
taken
don't
care?
mow it.
Right. Okay.
I mean, you don't mow. I mean, I mow
Well, like
the
you don't
yard,
pick up
but
the poop that's in like the woods and stuff, right?
I mean, they can't really go too far into the woods.
Oh, okay.
They like to put it where you can see it. You know, they want.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But you can just chuck it in the woods, right? Just like
They
that.
just put it in the garbage can. Go in the landfill.
There you go.
Is that what you do?
I mean,
Or
if
do you
I
compost it?
that's what I do. But if I had a
Do you
if I had a yard,
Can you compost dog poop?
no. But if I had a
No.
if I had a forest in my backyard, I would chuck it into the forest.
That's a long walk. The garbage can is right there by the house.
I'd put it on my Yarbo and I'd get a like catapult on it.
The only downside for those trackers like that, though, like because there's like Phi, Whistle, Tractive, even the Halo collar is just like on some of those, just battery life is like just terrible. You know, you're having to charge it every couple of days, and you really
So you're
forget.
charging your phone,
So you
your
just get,
watch.
yeah, it's just
your dog
inconsistent
collar.
data. Like you know, you can't get like the long term health data because you're like, oh crap, I forgot to charge that. So. But the best one of them, you know, that gives the longest battery life has been Halo. But the other stuff is, you know, tougher.
Nice. I've thought about getting like a automated litter box for our cat, but I just don't know that he would go in this thing that looks like a spaceship. And I'm not willing to invest $300 to find out.
Yeah. I did a little bit of research before we did this because I don't have a cat. I mean, I had cats when growing up, but I've never had one. So I was like watching all these poop litter box videos and like what's the best ones. I think like the one out there that everyone seems to be raving about is it's called the Litter Robot 3 Connect. But it's like $400 or something like that. Basically, it's like he was saying, it's like a spaceship, and they go inside and they do their business and come out, and then it's like a cement truck roller thing where it like rolls all of like the poop out, and then they get to continue to use the litter that's in it. But apparently it's self-cleaning, odor control, and then it gives you some in-app insights. You know, like if
I don't need an app.
So when you want to know when your
Please,
cat has pooped and peed.
I actively don't want an app about my cat's peeing habits. Again,
If you have a cat and if you use one of those, please put a comment and let us know how it actually works. Like, does it really get rid of the smell? That is my biggest problem with having a litter box. It's just the smell.
We just clean it every night. It's not that bad.
my wife had a cat. We had a cat, and then the only way I could guarantee that the cat would use the litter box would be if I actively put my clothes in it. Then I can promise you the cat would use the litter box every time. Yeah, we didn't have a great relationship with the cat.
Yeah,
The
no,
cat and
it
I,
sounds
that was
like a territorial thing.
a bit. But
If you're a pet psychologist and tell us why that Pete's cat pees on all of his stuff, and just let us know. We'd appreciate it.
yeah, so
Do you guys have like a Furbo or anything like that for your
Furbo.
dogs? Yeah, Furbo. It's like the treat dispenser.
Oh, like it's like a camera thing.
Camera with the-
No, we don't do any of that.
My buddy has one, and he's got some really funny videos from using it.
Oh, really?
But I don't have one
I
myself.
feel like it's like a guilt trip thing. And you're like, oh, I feel
Yeah.
bad for my pet because I leave him home alone. But
If I was the pet, like if I was like the dog, I would just like pull that thing down and figure out how to open it. It's like there's treats galore inside, right? Come on.
did you see? I did also when I was watching all these videos. Going back to the doo-doo equipment, smart doo-doo equipment, there is actually it's called Brilliant Pad, and it's an indoor like pad for little dogs to pee on, And, when you go to the doctor's office, those things that pull out, the white sheets, and then once you get off it, they just, instead of cleaning it, they just put in it. That's basically what it is. And it has a roller for poop and pee, and it'll basically self-clean itself and self-contain it.
It seems like that would be so expensive, like the pad itself and everything.
Yeah,
like,
just
this
like
is
rolls
clearly designed for someone that has a lot of money and has a tiny dog.
Yeah,
like,
and it's got
lives in a penthouse somewhere.
It's got a camera, it's got Wi-Fi connectivity, it's got a smartphone app, all sorts of stuff.
I don't need a camera again. I don't. Why would anyone want a camera pointed
To be
at their
fair.
cat peeing? That's no. I
To
don't.
be fair, I don't know if it's to watch the animal go pee. I think it's the camera's there to detect if there's a number 2
It's
there.
not a
Or
person.
to
The baby's not crawling in there. Is
It's
that
like
what we're-
detecting the poop and the pees to know that it needs to run the thing, like the rollers, to get a new piece of.
Fine.
Don't worry, your robot vacuum will find it.
As Brendan found out not too long ago.
They need better object recognition and avoidance.
They need to partner with that company and do the opposite.
Exactly.
It's probably good for dogs that are under 25 pounds or something like that. But what do you use for your dog to go outside? I mean, I'm using the door. What are you using for?
We have a bell.
Oh,
We have
got
a
it.
bell
Okay.
that is on the door, and the dog nuzzles it with her nose, and then you go and open the door, and the dog decides.
Did you train it
Thanks
to do
for
that?
opening. Thanks for opening the door. I'm not going to go outside now. That's what she does. And then the bell's on the outside too. And then she rings the doorbell, and you go open the door to let her in, and she's like, "Oh, I just want you to come watch me eat grass. That's what I want you to
Nice.
do." It's yeah.
So she's just it's an attention-seeking bell.
It is absolutely. It's not. It's yeah.
They
It's
do-
very low tech.
I did look. They do have the ones where it's the smart buttons, for the dogs, where they can push the button with their nose, and then it'll has another attached thing, send a chime off so to know when you got to go, and so you don't have to do bells. But
That's cool. Do they have? Is it could you get a button that's like Z-Wave or?
I'm
Zigbee?
assuming you could probably wire something up to be able to make it smart, where you're sending
Make my own.
notifications.
Yeah, they
Make
have
my
that
own.
whole component system where the dog hits a button and it
Yeah.
can talk or whatever. So that
Aren't those tap? I think those look like tap lights. Remember the tap
yeah,
light? I think.
it's very much like that.
If I get
There's
but I-
all sorts of videos of them though, these dogs that allegedly are communicating that way. And I don't know if I buy it. Also, my dog's not that bright, so I'm not a buyer. But it's cool. It's cool.
I feel like I was some articles, and they know more than we think we do. They're able to understand the language more than we give them
And
credit for.
inflection and stuff too.
Yeah.
So what I need? Okay, here's what I need to do. I need to rig it up so that if it senses that my kids are home, Nathan or if they're home, when the dog hits the button, it would call one of them out specifically by name, right? It says, "Sam, let the dog out," right? Because if it just says "let me out," I want to go. Then nobody's gonna respond.
Just have two buttons there, one's for each kid. So then the dog gets.
Oh,
to
the guy
pick.
gets to pick. Yes.
It's who wants to let? Who do I want to let
Why?
me out?
And
Then they
one for
figure
my
out.
wife. Too. Why are there only 3 buttons? I can only afford 3
That's all.
buttons. Sorry.
That's all they came. They came in
It only
kits of
came with 3. I don't know. I don't know.
Everything comes in 3. You can't confuse the dog. You can't add 4. No, not at all. But those Furbos you were talking about, I feel like that's probably the only brand that's out there that has something that's kind of special with the kind of pet monitoring, you want to call
Yeah.
it. I feel like all the other stuff is just basically indoor cams,
indoor
like
camera.
indoor cameras.
like-
It's rebranded as pet.
Yeah. I'm not huge on Wise or anything, but I think Wise is the perfect camera for
Cheap camera,
watching
yep.
dogs because you're not you don't want long clips, right? You just want to be able to check in oh, there's Fido, he's doing whatever. We had one for Bart when we first got him because he would get out of the kennel, and I was like, how is he getting out? We got a little Houdini here, and so we watched it live, and I was like, oh.
With a lot of the new systems, obviously you're checking on your pet with cameras, but a lot of the new systems with even with Alexa, you can, in the automations, if it senses a dog barking, they have suggested automations where you can start playing music, soft music if the
That
dogs
would
start
only
barking in
make
the
my
house.
dog bark more. There
Wow.
are little alarm systems. I don't need a
Almost
ring
like a glass
or a
breaking,
doorbell.
they'll send you a notification that the dog is barking in the house too. And I think a lot of those cameras also have that functionality too. They can detect
Yeah.
barking.
So, what are your thoughts on cameras and honestly, I was thinking about this on the way here. I did my research. Read my little research here
Read it
that
while
you
I
were
was
talking
driving.
about. Yeah, while I was driving, because yeah, no,
Multitasking.
exactly. No, but I was thinking I don't have any cameras in my house. I've got security cameras outside my house, and I like that. But like, inside, I don't like the idea necessarily of having cameras inside my house all the time. It just seems
Pete's
like
saying that because he just walks around his house butt naked all the time. So
well, yeah, that's why. That's the only reason I want the camera is like, you know, maybe make a little money on the side.
I mean, Pete works from home, so you know he's there all the time.
I can get what is it? OnlyFans, right?
Yeah, OnlyFans.
DIY guy,
some
OnlyFans.
Some peeping Tom like so. Camera. Give OnlyFans for Pete's OnlyFans.
No, it's like the main reason I think about it is like because I've got the kids and like you think it'd be nice to be able to monitor the kids, but also at the same time I don't want them like growing up thinking like they're going to be like watched all the time with everything they do. And I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, but
I feel like age matters. Like all mine are 10, 11, and 13 now. Maybe probably won't matter a lot less as they get older, but like you're making sure they get off the bus, everyone gets inside.
Sure.
They're not killing each other.
Yeah.
Before we get home.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, mine are little. I got one in high school, one in now. If I was going away for a weekend and somehow trusting my kids to stay home, maybe I would want a camera in the house to.
Just in general,
parties,
I'm not big on having cameras indoor. Like if I'm gonna have one that's gonna watch like a kennel, I think that's fine as long as it's just watching
limited.
The kennel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the cameras for outdoor. It's nice to like, you know, have the peace of mind and then watch the dogs as well. So like,
that's a
when
good
it's
idea.
really cold, like I don't want to go out there. I just want to be able to see where they're
Like,
at.
are you at the door ready to come in yet, or?
Well, like you know, they'll go behind the garden beds and stuff, and so with the track mix from Real Link, it'll like follow them around, and it's got a light on it too. So like at night, it like lights them up, which is pretty slick. And then if they go to the bathroom, I know where the poop is, so that's pretty helpful. But yeah, indoors, I'm not into that. But to each their own.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think there's certain applications for it that are good, and then probably others that aren't. So
Yeah, I mean,
I probably get rid of mine, you know, as the kids get older. You know, don't really need to worry about it. I can get a hold of them by phone or whatever. We do a lot of the drop-in features too,
Or
on
send-
the Echoes.
or send your vacuum out to go check things out, right?
Vacuum has like the pet
Which one's that?
detection. The Roborock does that.
Okay.
I don't know which
The-
brand specifically or
The
which
EcoVac
what
I have.
model?
which model.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
They have the pet detection. It's kind of fun. Our dogs got
Do you
so
chase your
used
dog
to it.
with it?
No, they just they're so lazy. They just get hit by it. They don't even move anymore. They're just.
I love it.
That's funny you say that because Anna literally sent me a video of like our mop literally running into Arwen, just like she's just laying there and does not care.
Exactly.
Does not care at all. So
There's a good video where there's one that goes all the way around this golden retriever and it doesn't move at all. It like makes a perfect circle.
I did have a bonus section
Bonus section.
of like just of like smart pet toys that are out there, and maybe you guys
laser
can
pointers.
yeah, like
Oh,
you can
yeah.
add, maybe you can add to this if you have any or that are not on my list. So the automatic ball thrower. So that it's this
it's like
machine.
for-
Oh
where
yeah, I've seen that.
Instead of
literally-
kids with no dads, it's dogs with no dads.
and it would be perfect for me if my dogs played fetch because they're just roommates, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
An absentee dad
they like
over
take
here.
they take the ball and they literally put it in the thing and it shoots it out and then they run and get in, bring it back and do the same thing all over again.
Wow.
They have the one where it's on a rope too. And it just like goes and makes like a triangle and
Yeah.
they just chase it forever. Like, okay.
So I have it's technically a golden retriever. Definitely, the golden part very accurate. The retriever part definitely not accurate. We'll go. So she'll chase the ball and then look at it and then just kind of wander around and do whatever she wants to do.
Like you ain't gonna tell me what to do. I feel like they're very, opinionated dogs. You know?
Oh yeah. She's got her own agenda.
Yep. The other one you were saying like so the pet camera with a laser pointer on it for cats, so you can drive a little like a PTZ camera where you can do
legit.
a laser pointer. So that'd be kind of fun. The other ones I saw was it's called Wicked Bone. It's literally a dog bone. You can control it through the app, and you can move it like with a virtual joystick, so the ends like spin, so you can actually drive it forward and back. And so I thought that'd be kind of interesting to do. It's actually I think it's just got past its like Kickstarter thing, so we'll see if that's
So
actually
like you
turned
get
into
one in
something.
like 3 years.
Yeah, we'll see.
Right.
And then obviously the automatic like ball rolling, like for dogs or cats, like the tennis balls that roll, things like that.
Yeah.
I don't have to do any of those. All my dogs care about is chewing on deer antlers. So Other than that, just lazy couch potatoes.
All right. Well, thank you.
Living the dream.
Yeah, this is good. This is a good. You did your research very well.
There we go.
If you guys have other ideas
notes.
for pet technology, please leave those in the comments below. So thanks for watching and sticking with us here today. I do have one before we go. I do have
The mailbag.
a mailbag question that was sent to me, and it's I just want to see what you guys think about this. It's a little bit it's interesting. All right, so here's the mailbag question. This is from Tim.
We're not prepped, by the way. We don't even know what the question is until he says
this
it.
is from Tim B. He says, okay. He says, the three of you guys are very into technology. But if the three...
Accurate.
Yes. Yes. He says, but if the three of you were stranded on a desert island with no technology and had to rely on your survival skills, who would live the longest?
Not me.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Man, I mean, I go...
Brandon
I'm an
died a little
outdoorsy
bit just
guy.
thinking about that. I think...
What about
There's
you,
no
Pete?
Marriott. I'm out.
No,
So Brandon's out
Brandon's the last guy I would probably visit, like with the end of the world. Like
for sure.
he would be coming to one of our houses. Like, I mean, I don't know, Pete. I do a lot of outdoor stuff. I go camping, fishing, hunting.
I mean,
I do a lot of DIY stuff, so I can put stuff together.
Pete-
You're
Pete
wearing
lives.
camo right now, so that's that's
You won't even see him coming.
so that concerns me a little bit. I feel like I do all right. I think it might come down to so Brandon obviously dies immediately. It might come down to who's willing to eat him.
I'm probably pretty tasty. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't know if I could
Live
yeah,
off
if you're,
of burritos.
I'm not.
I'm pretty well fed. But I don't exercise a lot, so I might be a lot of fat and not a lot of
True.
muscle.
Not
I
a lot
don't
of
know.
muscle. That's all right, though.
I feel I've watched Survivor's still going, by the way. Like that is amazing to me.
Yeah, they're in like a millionth season.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's possible.
So yeah, I
The
think,
new one's the Naked and Afraid. You can just do like a Naked and Afraid episode of spending a weekend or a week
Yeah,
in the brush naked.
but I think Vince. I think you're the guy. I think you're gonna outlive us all.
If that,
This is
if
a
that
real
happens-
question. I feel like you just made this up.
I would not do that.
I question the integrity.
But if you have people, if you have a mailbag question, please leave them in the comments. So I go through the comments of the videos and try to find some interesting questions for our mailbag.
I'm going to go through every old video. I don't think this is
This
a real question.
This is a direct email. This is a direct email of concern. Straight to Pete.
It was indeed. So I'm glad we settled that. I think that was great. So we learned about who's surviving. We learned about pet tech.
I'm going to just reach
He's like-
over and hit the button.
He's just trying to hit. So thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next time.